What's going on YouTube? It's Mr. Ferguson here. Hope you guys are having an awesome day today. We are back here in central North Carolina. We did a mow last night and it's a very warm day. We're in the midst, as I'm filming this, the tropical storm from Florida is coming up here to North Carolina, Nicole. And so it's warm, it's windy. Hopefully I got the lapel mic on down here, so hopefully you're able to hear me better than with all the wind blowing into the phone. So thank you guys so much for tuning in today. It's an honor and privilege to be able to make this one for this Monday. I'm filming this on Friday because we're going up to see my in-laws up there and enjoy their company. And I wanted to make sure I got you something to watch. And so thank you guys. I want to show you, turn around and really show you the color. If you guys remember a couple videos back, I did a spray with right around 6.3 pounds of the humid coated urea from the Andersons 4400. I can already tell the color it's beginning to feed off of that, and the color is rich and dark once again. Before the leaves cover it, I'll definitely show you that. And I also got two trouble, what do I want to call these things? I got two trouble issues. One of them is, it's kind of concerning, but it'll be okay. Other one, I'm kind of concerned for real. And so I want to show you both of those. So without further ado, without further blabbing, let's turn the camera around. Let me show you the mow that I did, but mainly show you the color of what the lawn is looking like right now, because it's looking gorgeous. So there's no need to travel all the way to the front lawn, but we can just go right here. Again, I'm pulling out lime green, you know, triv spots. They're continuing to pop up, they're continuing to show up. It's very nerve-wracking. That's not one of the issues. I just want to mention it to you, even right here. But I don't know how well the color shows you guys, you know, in the natural light that I'm looking at with my natural eyes. But man, this lawn is looking color-wise just completely gorgeous. I went this way the last mow. Yesterday I went this way. The stripes aren't burned in as much. I don't know if it's because I'm doing different patterns now, but I've cleaned the leaves off twice. Yesterday I just mulched all the leaves, and this is what we got overnight. We had some rain, as you can see from the pavement and stuff. We had a little bit of rain, which is great because I was seeing signs of dry grass in the back over there, as well as up by my mailbox. But the color wise, there's another spot I've been ripping out and trying to get rid of the lime green junk. So you'll see them all over, including over here in the middle. You see a hole there. So there's, as gorgeous as it looks, man, this is the GCI Spreader Elite mixed with GCI Turf Type Tall Fescue Grass. Man, if I didn't have these holes with this urea, man, it just looks gorgeous. And I just have to show you, just like, man, you got to try it. Like at some point, get you some urea, spread it out there, let it rain, and let it water it in, and the color is just beautiful. So enough said. You guys have seen the mows that I've been doing, and you get it. It's not going to get any better on the camera quality, but there you go. So the first main concern issue, or concerning issue, Mr. Kevin said, I think I got some fungus. And he held something up, and I was like, you might be right. Look at this. Look at this discolorization right here. Now let me back up, because I was just showing you the awesomeness of the yard over here. But when we get over here, you get to see this tingy yellow stuff, and it's definitely some type of disease. There's no question. Look down in there. If I put you down on top of some of this grass, you can see. Now here's the funny part. The funny part is we've not had hardly any rain whatsoever, and I've been slacking on watering. So, you know, like, Mr. Ferguson, you've been watering this area a whole lot? Nope, sure not. If anything, it's been a lack of water. And you can see the color difference from over here to over here. It's like this tingy yellow here, and you got more of a normal green over here. And so what I did was got my backpack sprayer, which we'll talk about here in a second. We got my backpack sprayer. I put in an ounce or so, a little over an ounce of propiconazole, put it down before it rained last night. So I didn't put any of Pete's natural adjuvant in it for this. So I don't know if it's going to cure it or not. We'll see. We may have to do an emergency order of Azoxy. It looks like there's some also right here in the front, and it's hard with the leaves now. It was more easy to see with the grass over here and with no leaves and this over here, but right here is some, and then right here, and I don't know exactly why or what, but these are all the areas also of the Jonathan Green. So I don't know if it's got something to do with that. I don't know. I don't recall these lime green spots, and I don't really recall ever facing any type of fungus that I can remember in my lawn either. So obviously, if you see this, you don't know what it is. My first recommendations is to bag your mows, which of course I was not doing that yesterday when I found it. And I was like, well, You know, if this is not resolved and fixed, then we need to bag our mow so we don't spread it throughout our lawn. But that's the main thing I would tell you. And then obviously treat it with the corrective rates of whatever fungicide. So we did propiconazole. We'll see if that helps. Remember, it's not just going to turn it over to a green, beautiful, lush-looking spot of the lawn. It's going to stop the fungus from growing. I did this whole area, actually I did this whole half backyard from about right here, all this over. I did about a little over a gallon and a half or something, and did all of this. So this whole section got some propiconazole spread, and it should stop the fungus in its tracks. The good grass should begin to grow, and then we should see green underneath with the fungus on top, and we clip it off and it goes away. So that's kind of what we're planning and hoping to deal with. So I got to remember this section with all the leaves, not a bad idea to bag. I'll keep you guys posted, but yeah, I don't really recall dealing with anything like this. Let me know if you're seeing any fungus in your lawn. Like Mr. Kevin over there, he said, I'm seeing this by my shed. I'm seeing this by the girls' play set. So just let me know what your thoughts are. Don't know what type it is. And if obviously propiconazole don't work, we'll look at Azoxy, possibly putting that down to help. So we'll keep you posted on the fungus. So as I mentioned, I'll keep you guys posted on the little fungus type stuff back there and any developments that happens there. The last thing I want to mention in this video before we get out of here on this Monday, again, thank you for taking the time to tune in, is during the video I was making, my wife was here, she's getting ready to go pick up our daughters at school. I had the backpack here, I showed you guys melting down the urea with the water. You know, we was using warm water to help dissolve it and all that good stuff. I get all that done. I finished with the video. I got a mess going on. I clean up my mess because I hate having a mess everywhere. I clean up my mess and I'm like, all right, we're getting close to dark. I need to spray this. And I was like, crap, I left my backpack battery sprayer in the sprayer. I was like, I hate when I do that, but got everything ready, put it on, turned it on, dead. And I said, you've got to be kidding me. Not again. Put it on number 1, dead. Put it on number 2, dead. Check the battery. It was red. It was all the way dead. And I said, you got to be kidding me, Steven, you idiot. How does it go from full all the way to red when it's off? I don't know. I'm not a mechanic. I'm not a electrician expert as far as electric 18-volt backpack Strom sprayers. So obviously I left the backpack here. I put it on the charger. We got our daughter. I waited and looked and looked and looked, and it's blinking with one green solid bar. Actually, I got the battery in my pocket. So so you got the little bars right here, and when you press this button, it lights up, and I had one bar and it was blinking on this one bar, meaning it was completely dead. It was draining the one bar. I took the mix and I brought it inside, my backpack sprayer inside. I'm like, maybe it's something to do with the weather that I don't know, there's something weird that drains the battery because it's not cold. I told you guys that day it was like our last day in the 80s, so it was warm. So I brought the mix and set it inside. The next morning I wake up, battery is fully charged. It basically, it went all the way to full, just like you saw, and I took it off the charger. So you see full right there. Let me do it one more time, but you see the battery charged all night. It was on red, it was blinking red as it was empty. Now it's completely full. So there you go, it's completely full. And I was like, okay, I need to spray this before work, and got up early, got outside, put it in, got ready, nothing. And I was like, what the heck? And I was like shaking it. I was like, what the heck is wrong? Now we got a full battery and my backpack sprayer is not working. This is not good. And I shook it a little bit. I put it on 1, nothing, just dead as a doorknob. Now when I would put it on 2, I heard like a moaning zombie awoke a little bit, but barely. So long story short, on 2, somehow it came alive. Barely enough, but it seemed like it was still, even though it was showing full charge, it was almost dead, but it had like maybe 25% power compared to the 100% power. And when I say 25% power, it was just enough to operate the sprayer. And that's where I mentioned to you guys just a second ago, I took the FERT, I spread it everywhere. I put the backpack sprayer in there. I came back in and said, let me charge this thing again. Maybe it's lying to me and it's not really charged. So charged it again that night. Took it off the charger next morning. If I know, I work with phones. I work with Verizon Jetpacks and hotspots. And one thing I know is these guys that I give them to in the field, they leave them on a charger all the time. The battery's going to swell, expand, and it's going to mess up. So when it's charged, take it off your chargers. If you didn't know that, you need to know that. So I took it off the charger first thing I could when it showed charge. Now, if the indicator's wrong, that'd be on me. So then we get to the part yesterday where I'm mowing these beautiful stripes in, and back here where the fungus is, I'm like, dude, I've got to hit that propiconazole. So I grab my backpack spray, I bring it up here, I bring my propiconazole, I pour, 1.2 ounces or whatever, throw it in there with some water, shake it up old man style, get my battery out of the house this time, not in the shed, didn't leave it in from last time, put it in, it's dead on number 1 as a doorknob. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I gotta have my backpack sprayer. This is the second time I've had issues. I put it on number 2 and I barely hear, barely. So it's almost like, that's the story, and I was able to do this back half of the lawn with a gallon and a half with propiconazole, as I just told you guys. So if any of my GCI guys are there and can pick Pete's brain or mention this to Pete, what I've done is I've went and ordered a new Strom battery that cost me $79, and it doesn't look like this one either, and it's 18 volt. It doesn't have the indicator on it like this one. This is the one, remember, back when I was doing the GCI planning in 2021, my backpack sprayer was loaded with my starter fert, with my RGS, with my everything. Starter fert, RGS, tenacity, put my Strom backpack sprayer on, and it was dead. Now I believe that was because I pulled it out of the shed for the first time and it was dead, and I had my battery in it, which I always done before, but this time it was dead. I was aggravated, told Strom sent me a brand new battery, and this battery has worked up until now. So you're talking about literally a year, and this thing now is causing me problems. I've probably charged it 3 times maybe over the past year because the battery is so well, but once I begin to start charging it, it seems like either the charger they're giving me is not good and it's not compatible, or the battery is just not able to fully take a couple charges, and they're wanting you to buy a $69 battery, which I can't afford to do every year with the backpack sprayer. So let me know your thoughts. If you're some of the GCI guys, I know we got some GCI guys that sometimes watch the channel, so let me know if that's what Pete has experienced with his backpack sprayer, or what you guys have experienced using them for GCI turf services. But I've got a new one coming. I'm anxious to put it in and see if that makes a difference. Is it a motor issue inside the backpack sprayer? I don't think so. The way it was coming on and barely being able to pump out liquid, I think it was because of lack of power, which is battery. So let me know your thoughts. That's very concerning to me. I can't buy batteries every year. If you got a Strom, let me know if you've had these issues. If you've got a Yard Mastery and you've had it for over a year and a half, 2 years, let me know, have you had issues with their batteries? Because it may be time for a change. I can't do this all the time, and I'm not going to constantly pull Mr. Ferguson YouTube connections and email the people at TrailerRacks.com who put out Strom and say, hey man, could you send me another free battery? I'm like you guys. I'm just another guy. I don't have privileges and rights to just be able to do that and skip the line. I hate people that do that. So I've ordered a battery just like everybody else would do. We'll see what happens. If that's not the issue, I'll send the battery back, and then I'll get up with Pete and say, hey Pete, I don't know what to do here. What's the replacement part for this issue, or what can I do? So kind of concerning, kind of frustrating, but I wanted to mention that to y'all. Let me know below what you think it may be. I may show you exactly what I'm talking about. It's definitely not user error, because the battery is showing, as I showed you guys. That's why I showed you what I showed you. Battery shows absolutely full. Put it in there and it won't work at all on level 1. See, on a Strom you got 2 different levels. You got level 1 for your trim pass spraying, you got level 2 for your broadcast spraying. On number 1, it won't even operate, which is weird, because you would think on the lower level it would be fine and on the upper level it wouldn't. But no, on number 1 it's completely dead, but on the number 2, the power level, it will come on, but it's kind of slow to just kind of get going, and it'll go for a little bit, but it never gets up to 50 or 100% power. So it's on a very low, what I feel like so I'm thinking this may be lying to us, showing us full, and it's not. So the only other thing I know to do is I'm going to keep it on the charger even longer and see if maybe it's lying right here. Maybe it's storing whatever this is showing me. It's showing, because it's showing power in those cells it's supposed to be. I don't know. I know you don't care anymore at this point. Thank you guys for tuning in this Monday. Just wanted to put these concerns. We got some mowing going on. We got some beautiful urea showing in our lawn all over. Man, it just looks so good with the sun shining on it right now. We got some fungus issues going on. We got some battery and sprayer issues going on. So say a prayer for Mr. Ferguson. Just another day in the life of, doing lawn care. Then we got lime green crap popping up all the time. I'm having to yank out with my little bucket. Look like a grave man walking around, yanking it up, putting it in the bucket, and put more seed down. So it's always something, but that's what we do here in lawn care. God bless you guys. Thank you for taking the time to watch today. Hope you've enjoyed this Monday video. We'll try to be back here on Wednesday with another one. Also, go check out Mr. Ferguson vlog channel. I've been doing the midweek quickies over there. We're spicing things up. We're calling out some things that need to be called out in the spiritual realm and in our nation. Check that out. If you like controversy, if you're a lover of God's word, I think you're going to like the channel. Maybe not. Check it out. Let me know. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. God bless you guys. We'll see you on the next lawn care video.